Hey guys, it's Ross Scott on the Space Couch today. I've got some books completed and some books acquired that I picked up from Bromley yesterday. So first of all, on the completed, this Master of Sorrows by Justin Cole. Thoroughly enjoyed this, really, really good. It's about this kid, Anev, who's basically has magic, and he is taken as a baby to basically the academy to learn his magic. But in this universe, if you've got a disability or anything like that, you're marked by chaos and you're evil, or so they assume, and you're likely to get put to death immediately. Anev's missing his arm from about here, from a baby. So it's very difficult. He has to wear like this magic glove that basically makes it look like he's got a proper arm. And of course, in the end, everything all comes crashing down. The forces of evil attack the academy. It's also about him and some of his friends as well, and how they deal with the learning, the rituals, and the tests that they go through, as well as the attack and what happens after. And there's, I think, up to 3 that follow this book. There's definitely a sequel. There's another one that's coming out soon, and then I think there's a 4th one. And I'll definitely be following it. It was really, really good. I thoroughly enjoyed. Now, also on the completeds, The Stars Now Unclaimed by Drew Williams. And basically this is set 100 years after a bunch of do-gooders have set off this pulse of energy that's meant to basically disable super weapons, Death Star type level technology in the galaxy, and bring in an era of peace and prosperity. It does not go wrong. It does not go right, sorry. And basically it affects almost all technology everywhere to greater or lesser extents. Some worlds get thrown back to pre-electricity era. Others have still got spaceflight and that sort of stuff. But of course, there is a group called the Pax, military religious group, who want to take over the galaxy, and because they seem to have the most ships that were unaffected, they believe that they are born to rule. But the main character in this, Jane, she is basically going around the galaxy collecting kids who have started developing special powers, you know, like telekinesis and all that sort of thing. And she's one of the ones who was part of the group that set off the pulse. So they find this girl, and they go back to Sanctum, which is like where they're all headquartered, and then the Pax arrive to attack. Really, really good. Thoroughly enjoyed. And there is a sequel to this, which I actually acquired yesterday. A Chain Across the Dawn by Drew Williams. Haven't read this yet, of course, but I'm very much looking forward to it. So basically it'll be a continuation of that story. Bigger spaceships, bigger explosions, bigger planets, bigger problems. But yeah, really enjoyed the characters in this, and there's loads of different alien races, and they're all very distinctive as well. One of them's like a robotic race that's fascinating. They can no longer reproduce because of the pulse in the first book, because their online factories, where they basically give birth, have all been shut down because of the pulse. So they're a dying race. But yes, really, really good, the first one, and I'm very much looking forward to this one. And the other book that I acquired yesterday is this. A Declaration of the Rights of Magicians by H.G. Parry, which saw the cover and thought, yeah, that looks interesting. So this, a sweeping tale of revolution and wonder in a world not quite our own. It is the age of enlightenment of new and magical political movements, from the hypnotist Robespierre calling for revolution in France, to the weather mage Toussaint Louverture leading the slaves of Saint Domingue to freedom, to the bold Prime Minister William Pitt legislating the use of magic in Britain. But amid the upheaval, there is an unknown force inciting violent conflict, and it will require the combined efforts of revolutionaries, magicians and abolitionists to unmask this hidden enemy before the whole world falls to darkness and chaos. So yeah, right up my street. Very much looking forward to this, but it will be A Chain Across the Dawn that I read first. But that's just the books that I picked up yesterday, and a couple of the ones that I've acquired. I'm currently reading Kim Stanley Robinson's Red Moon, which I've had for ages, never managed to get to. And I reread the Mars Ambassador trilogy, you know, Ambassador, the Martian Ambassador, Feaster from the Stars, and what was the third one? Gods of Atlantis. Great trilogy. But that's just what I've been reading recently, what I'm going to be reading upcoming. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment suggestion for a comment topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.